You have to stop taking the storm personally because everyone who decides to do what you're doing is going to go through the storm. It is not a direct attack to you alone. It's just a storm that everyone on the hike to the peak of their dreams experiences. And whenever you don't take it personally, you actually get to just see it for what it is and move through it and see what it's trying to show you. So, for instance, I made the metaphor in my last video, but basically, you the peak of the experience that you want, the dream that you want, you understand that it's just a peak. Whenever you get to the peak of that experience, you're going to see a ton of other peaks that you want to experience. And you know that being on the peak, isn't better than being where you're at now. Nothing is like better or worse. It's just an experience you want to move forward to and have. So whenever it's just that, you get to feel good now. You get to feel good on the hike. You get to see the fun of like pushing yourself up the hike. And it's just all an experience, but you still get to feel good on the way there and work hard and do what it takes to get to where you want to go, to the peak. And I think what can happen, there are so many bugs out today. I'm just seeing, I think we're protected. Anyway, so what happens is you decide to take the hike. You're like, yep, I want to get out of this loop that I'm in. I want to go see this peak. I'm moving towards this experience. And there's inevitably going to be a storm. And your tent's going to get all wet and it's going to feel terrible and you're going to be just soaking wet and you can't sleep all night and you're tired and I don't know, you're going to go to the bottom of it. So it can be a wall, I think, and it's one of those points of the experience that's like, oh, this is really easy to turn around. You can turn around and go back to your old life right now, experience a lot more ease. The old life might even look greener. It might even look like, well, I didn't have to try this hard. I didn't have to face the depths of myself there. I didn't have to do all this work that all of this is bringing up. It's maybe even greener than I thought it was because I was like idealizing this peak or whatever, and it's actually a lot of hard work, and I don't know, it's stressful or whatever. But here's the thing. You can turn around. That's fine. Like I said, the experience isn't more or less. You're always going to kind of want to see what the peak is if you don't go after it, though. So there's that. Like, just turn around knowing that you're still going to want to experience that someday. Why not push through? You're already like a quarter of the way up. Like, you can do this kind of energy that we're at right now. If you're wanting to get through the wall, that is something, a storm that wants you to turn around. So for me, even just yesterday, it was a lot to do with value. And I wake up every day and I've shared this mantra before where I say, I love you, I accept you, you have worth, you have value. Nothing out there can change that. But there's a big difference between value to yourself and value to others. And what value and service are you providing to others? And so sorry if I'm flinching, there's a ton of bugs, but I'm okay. Anyway, so I was like, okay, I do have value. I know that to be true. I value myself because I literally keep myself alive. And I have value to myself. I love all my thoughts. I love my life. I love what I'm creating. But I was getting to this thing of like, well, what value do I provide for others? Are these daily talks even really that valuable? And it kind of dawned on me that anything can be valuable to someone at a certain stage. Like, not everyone is going to find value in everything. A parent is going to find more value in something that can give them peace than someone who maybe doesn't have kids, lives a slower life, and really wants that ambition, like is going to value someone who gives them a little bit of a nudge, gives them a little bit of an activation, gives them a push because they kind of feel maybe a little too peaceful in their life, which was me. Um, like someone else is going to value organization. Someone else is going to value like kind of chaos, adventure, like maybe even organizing something fun and adventurous. So someone is going to value what you're trying to say and what you're trying to do, and who you're trying to serve. Someone's going to value it. You just have to actually pinpoint who that is and talk directly to them, is like the difference. It's not that you don't have value, it's that you need to figure out who you're providing value for, and not try to, sell more chaos to a parent who doesn't need more chaos. Not try to sell dreams to someone who already dreams really big and just doesn't know how to like anchor it in. Like, yeah, it's you have to figure out your value. There's also a side of it that I kind of figured out, or like that came to me a little bit, that was like, everyone who is going through this path, everyone who wants to live their dream life and have their dream job and experience the peak of like doing that, what I'm doing, what we're all doing here, or like at least curious about here, there's gonna be the people who have a ton of credentials, and we love their credentials. We love everything that they have studied, and they just don't know how to put it all together and to how to actually anchor it to their like personal story to make it mean something to the valuable person they're talking to, right? So there's like that disconnect there. So when that person hits the value wall of this experience, the same storm we all have to pass to get up to this peak experience, they're going to feel the question of value a lot differently than, say, someone who might be a little bit more like me, where I know I have innate value and experience, and I would like to get more credentials. Like, I think that's where my value storm was coming. It was like, how do I, like, I know I study a lot, I know I do a lot, but like, say astrology, for instance, like, I am realizing I would love to up my credentials in astrology so that I could actually provide value for it. I know I talk some about astrology, but I would never like teach or like share, or because I don't have that value to offer yet. And so whenever I was coming up to this value like storm, so to say, yesterday, it was like, okay, it's not that I think I don't have value, it's that I'm learning who I'm talking to, and I am recognizing the credentials that I actually want to have, but I'm already understanding how my own experience can relate to those credentials and further make them important. And so everyone is going to have a different angle that they're facing the storm with. Everyone's going to view value differently and have different ways they want to share their innate value, but everyone has it, is the thing. And like, when you deeply know that, you can pass the storm. That storm doesn't have to say, oh, you're right, I don't. Like, let's turn back around. The old life was easier, that storm doesn't get to do that to you. And to me, like, I'm also working through this in these very moments, and that's why it's been so interesting to do these daily, because all of this is happening in real time, and I think it would only be happening because I'm showing up daily and I'm literally facing this stuff every single day and moving through it and recognizing, oh, this is just the journey to get to the thing. This isn't a direct attack against my value. It's just some energies that are trying to show me where I recognize that I, like, not that I have fault, but like that I was insecure about. A wall that I feel like a lot of people are insecure about. I don't have anything to give. I'm not interesting enough. What's my value? You do have it. It's just, are you on the side where you already have a lot of credentials and you need to learn how to tie your story and like anchor it to someone specific? Or are you already learning how to anchor it to someone specific and use your innate, like, inner knowing, and you are recognizing you want those credentials, you know? Like, that's kind of the two different sides you might attack this storm with on your way to your dreams. So that's today's talk. You do have value. And also remember that you are a value to yourself simply for keeping yourself alive, simply for feeding yourself, for expressing and finding your energy every day, for knowing that you want to go after your dreams, for knowing that you put one foot in front of the other and you show up every day. Like, that's a value to you. So that's never in question, you know? And I think that's something I deeply learned was, well, all this value stuff is coming up, but my mantra, like, I know my mantra, I know I have value to myself. At the very least, I have value to myself, value to my friends, value to others. And I just recognize the wall of it, that the storm isn't directly attacking you. It's just continuing to ask you, do you want to keep going on this hike, even if you're uncomfortable, even if you're going to go through these nitty gritty feelings, and you get to keep waking up every day and deciding, yeah, I do. I do want to follow through. I do want to see this peak. I do want to have this experience. And I'm okay working hard. I'm okay getting sweaty. I'm okay putting in the work towards it. And I'm excited. And I'm excited now, and I'll be excited then. Like, that's where we're at, you know? So I hope you're having a beautiful Sunday, and I will catch you all in tomorrow's video. And yeah, if you want to catch up, today I believe is day 17. So there's plenty of other videos to watch and catch up on, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.